I know that this is like super random right now. Like I know I'm not supposed to be going live this late. I mean, for me it's late. It's 8:51 p.m. For those of you guys who are like on the other side of the world, it's probably like 7 in the morning or like 9 in the morning right now on Monday. But we're still gonna do this, right? I know it's a little random again, but let's do it, right? I have time today, and I want to answer some questions, and that's what we're gonna be doing. I'm taking this out. Save. After that, let me go back to the link. All right. Where are we? All right, cool. But yeah, I know it's not the best time to be on live right now, but again, this is just what we're doing. I'm going to be answering some questions, and let me know how you guys feel about. Hold on, let me see, change the compression. Yeah, so like, let me know how you guys feel about having everything like live and then separating these topics in like into like different videos and then posting them on YouTube. Let me know how you guys think about that whole idea, because I think that that is something that really does help you guys. I know it's also a lot of more fun because we get to be more I would say like we can be more personal, and I like answering you guys' questions because you guys know I'm always going to be here for you guys. And so yeah. um let's see where are we. Sale, Piqué, Busquets, and Alba. Okay, yeah, so that's probably going to be the first topic that I am going to be talking about for today's video. Let's see. So what we're going to be doing here, and again, right, like I'm going to be posting. If you guys don't worry about like thinking that you're going to miss a bunch of things, you guys are not going to miss anything, right? If you guys just came here, I'm going to be uploading this whole live, and I'm also going to be splitting it like everywhere. Like if we talk about 5 different topics, I'm gonna post like 5 different videos, so you guys will love it. All right, so let's talk about Piqué, Alba, and Busquets, because that is one of the questions that it's one of the questions that I'm going to be answering. Coming from the Discord, let me shout out the guy. If you guys do want me to answer any of you guys' questions, put them on my Discord. All right, there's going to be a link after this live. If you guys do have any questions, always put it on the Discord. And once you guys are like logged in there, just place them there. And then I'm gonna pick any like random 5 questions, and then I'm gonna bring it here to YouTube and answer it like a couple of hours later. Okay, so here we go. So we have Capitao. I know who this is. This is Lord Bean, but he changed his name. Capitao. He did say, "Do you think we can compete for major titles with Ter Stegen, Alba, and Busquets still all starting in the starting 11?" So it's a very interesting question, right? Because I know that there has been a lot of hate when it comes to Ter Stegen, Alba, and Busquets, because mostly because of their age, right? I think that many people can agree that they don't want to see Busquets and Alba because they want to see a youngster play in Busquets' role. They want to see a youngster play in Alba's role because they're in their like 31, 32 years old like range. Um, but here's the thing though, right? I don't think that players like Busquets, Alba, and Ter Stegen play that bad. I don't think that the reason why Barcelona went trophyless in the season that we just finished was because of them. If anything, they have played very important roles in this Barcelona that we have been watching. Like, for example, Jordi Alba has had his role tweaked a little bit, right? He's not that um fullback that likes to make those overlapping runs anymore, right? And that is because Xavi knows that this player is aging. He cannot be making those runs so constantly every weekend. So he inverts him, right? He puts him more centrally and he makes those crosses. And to be very honest, him playing in that role, being more inverted, almost acting like a interior in the midfield, it really does suit him. He makes amazing crosses. He distributes a lot of great opportunities for Barcelona. And I think that we can actually filter this down. I'm going to go to here, right? I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go to La Liga. We're going to go to, let's see, player ranking. This is very interesting. What is this? Okay, so we are in La Liga right now, right? 2021, 2022, and let's see where Jordi Alba does rank in terms of like attacking opportunities. Because again, I kind of want to make a case because okay, everything here is all live, right? But I assume that Jordi Alba, okay, so here, right? Jordi Alba is still in the top 5, right, ranked when it comes to the assist. He has 9 total assists. We have this guy from Bilbao 9. We have this guy from Espanyol 9, and then we have Benzema 10, Dembele 12, right? So Jordi Alba is still like there. He's still in the conversation of who can create the most assists, who can create the most opportunities for their teammates. Let's see where else. Oh, look, this is cool, right? Gavi, 3rd assist. That's crazy how he's in 4th. We'll talk about that later. Let's see. Let's see. Offsides, penalties, fouls suffered. Okay. Let's look at crosses, right? We're going to look at crosses, and we're going to look at per 90 minutes, accuracy, expand. Okay. Let's look at this. It's crazy to me to see that Dani Alves is in 2nd place. So right now we are looking at crosses and accuracy. Who has the best conversion rate in terms of like the accuracy of those crosses? And we're going to look for Jordi Alba to see if he is anywhere here. No, he's not here. So we're gonna go back from the right flank, from the left flank. Okay, this is very interesting, right? Because now we're getting very specific right now. So we can see Alvaro, Jordi Alba, Galan. Okay, so Jordi Alba, see, look, he's right here in 7th place. He's within the top 10. He is ranked higher than someone like Gaia, someone that we want in Barcelona, according to many of you guys who want to see Gaia in Barcelona, right? He's higher than Gaia at the moment. He's higher than someone like who else? Lodi. We know how great Lodi is for Atletico Madrid. Jordi Alba is still way higher. Who else is here? Miranda, another player that many of you guys want to see come to Barcelona because you guys are like, oh, Miranda is a great left back. He can also play as a left wing back. He has been doing amazing. Why not bring him back to Barcelona? Because he has played with Barcelona before. But again, right, we have Alba who's in 7th place, and then we have Miranda who's in 21st place. This does not mean that Miranda is a trash player, right? We have to remember this guy is only 22 years old. He has a lot of room to grow. But right now, Alba is that definitive player to place within the starting 11 to beat these teams like Bayern, City, Liverpool, whenever we do encounter them in the future. Let's look for others. Okay, so that's it, right? We have the top 30. And then we have, okay, so Jordi Alba is in 7th, 4.2 from the left flank in terms of crosses, right? He distributes the most. Galan, right here, another player that Barcelona is looking at, is right above someone like Jordi Alba, right? So there's not much of a difference. There's not much of a difference in terms of like Galan and Jordi Alba when it comes to crosses, right? Because that is what we're looking for when it comes to a left back is, can this guy here distribute something well in the attack in the final third? So like, look, this is some interesting prospects. We have Acuna from Argentina, right? He's 30 years old. He might not be the most ideal. He also plays for Sevilla. And then we also see Alvaro Garcia. And then we have Alfonso Pedraza, left back from Spain, Villarreal, right? 5.95 crosses per 90 minutes. That is a lot. I would really like to see his conversion rate, but I don't think that it can go that specific. 1v1 and dribbling. Okay, this is very interesting, right? 1v1 dribbling. I want to see if Alba is anywhere here. Alba. No, Alba's not here. Pau Torres is ranked number 1 in terms of like 1v1 and dribbling. And we're talking about like the success percentage. He wins 84.44% of the time. And then we have Adama Traoré, who wins 73.97%. But yeah, that's for again another different topic. So I don't think that Alba is bad. I really don't think so. I think that Alba has been doing very decent. There's no reason to put him down. The only reason, right, to reduce his minutes would be if like he is just aging, or for the sake of rotation. That's the only reason why. But I just think that Jordi Alba continues to be that definitive left back for us to compete for titles. Do I think that it will be healthy for us to bring another left back to compete with Alba? Yes, of course. They can rotate, but Alba still stands as that number 1 priority. Let's see with Busquets. Busquets, I'm not even gonna look at these stats when it comes to Busquets because I think that he does not really show in a lot in terms of like stats, in terms of like goals, assists, or like defensive like responsibilities. It's just that you and me know how important Busquets is. I know that there is one very big weakness that many teams do like to really expose, which is to try to outrun Busquets, try to take out Busquets in his area and try to attack those open spaces behind Busquets. Um, it's a very dangerous thing for Xavi, right? Because he likes to play very high, and to have Busquets very high, that's something very dangerous. Because if you have Busquets high, he's not going to be someone that can track back, right? And a lot of players, a lot of coaches are starting to realize that it's very easy to get over Busquets. It's extremely easy, which is why it's also very important for our Barcelona team to always have the ball 99% of the time. We can get to that position. It's just going to take a couple. It's going to take a couple of like months, right? Maybe even about a year. Um, but as of now, yes, of course, it is a concern, which is why I do think that someone like Kessie is going to be introduced, right? That is just, it's very simple. Football is like super simple. Kessie is literally going to be there to basically be that destroyer in the midfield when we are in that like 3-1 lead or like in a 2-0 lead in the 70th minute, and we just need someone in the midfield to destroy, right, the opposition in the midfield, because we know that after like the 75th minute or like the 70th minute, Busquets cannot be that player that can defend very well. He's just not that type of defensive midfielder, and we know that by now, right? And it's only going to get worse once he does age. And so but right now I still think that Busquets is someone that can still start. And keep in mind, Busquets only has one more season left with Barcelona, and he's not going to be renewing with Barcelona. One season left, and he's still playing at a very good level. So for those of you guys who are like, oh, well, I just want to see Busquets out, I want to see fresh blood, in about a year from now, a year from today, he's no longer going to be a Barcelona player, right? And now it's going to be in Barcelona's responsibility to see who is going to be that next defensive midfielder. Because right now, to be very honest, I can't tell you, and I can't be confident to tell you that Kessie's going to be that next replacement for Busquets, because honestly, I don't think so. They're two different players. A defensive midfielder in Barcelona does require a specific thing, right? Kessie does not provide that specific thing. That Barcelona need. Let me see if I could go straight to my face. Let me go to the comments to make sure everything's going well. Okay. Okay. All right. I see everything. Cool. All right. Let's go back. Let's go. So I think that Busquets has one very good, strong year in him. I think that he's still starter material. It's just that, yes, we do need to bring that back up for Busquets to just bring something different in the midfield. Because if you tell us like right now, if we take away Busquets from that starting 11, I can't tell you who we're going to place in that position. Frankie is not going to work in that position, right? Gavi is not going to work in that position. So it's about having options. And then Ter Stegen, like, again, that's another thing that kind of frustrates me, because I just don't understand why people think that Ter Stegen has been bad for Barcelona when he hasn't. Like, go look at the highlights of Ter Stegen for Barcelona. He has saved Barcelona so many times. I just feel like many of us have an agenda against Ter Stegen because we're trying to compare Ter Stegen in Barcelona to like Courtois in Real Madrid, when you should never make a case like that, because they're in two completely different situations. Barcelona right now is a team that wants to find themselves, right? They want to find their style, their identity. We need to understand what do we want to represent, and that does take work. That is going to cost us mistakes. Like, our defense is going to make mistakes, right? And that does lead towards Ter Stegen conceding goals. And then many of us are going to say, oh, Ter Stegen can't block anything and blah, blah, blah. But really pay attention to what he has been doing in the past 9 to 10 months. He has been doing phenomenal. Like, there is like data, like real videos that will show you that Ter Stegen has saved Barcelona many times. He's still a very strong starter for Barcelona. Again, these three players, Ter Stegen, Alba, Busquets, they're still starters for Barcelona. We can still compete for Champions League, for La Liga. And this is me assuming that Barcelona get their stuff together by August 2022. They can still compete very well, and especially with these three players that we have, we just need to have great backups. That is the main conclusion of this section of the video, is that we need very good backups. Liverpool have great backups. Man City have phenomenal, great backups. Real Madrid have phenomenal, great backups. They know how to use their players, even if it's not really football, right? I'm not even gonna get to that conversation, right? Because I just don't even want to talk about that final, but um, yeah, that's just where I do stand right now. I mean, we could check right now. I mean, if we look at their stand, I don't think that they have highlights. I don't know what they're gonna show highlights of his saves. I don't even think they have that. Conceded goals. Okay, so like let's say here for example, right? I might get shots against, exits, long pass, goals. Okay, screw it. We're gonna go here because watch watch. I swear, like I know that the reason why Ter Stegen is gonna be conceding here, it is because of defensive dumb mistakes, and then they're gonna just blame Ter Stegen that he can't save anything. You think that Ter Stegen can save like 99.99% of the shots that's going against him? You really think that? Like that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. So look, so like what? Like how is this Ter Stegen's fault? Like he conceded here, but how is that? Like here, let me see. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. Oh my god, stop. Stop. Look, like what type of defending is that? What is that? Like what is this player doing by himself? Why is everybody here looking at the ball and Adama Traore looking also at the ball, and everyone's just forgetting this guy right here? Do you guys not see that? This is a collective mistake. This is not Ter Stegen's fault. It's not. Okay? Look, he's by himself. How the heck is this guy by himself with the ball, and you have this whole defensive line with Adama Traore acting like a right back, right? And Dani Alves being right here. Like, what is this? What is that, right? And then go. You really think that's Ter Stegen's fault? Like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Let's look at this one. Even prove. Oh my god. So like even like. You see what I mean? Like, how is that Ter Stegen's fault? Like, that's another great example. Another great example on why this Barcelona team, they failed Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen doesn't fail Barcelona. You guys have to understand that. What is that? Like, how do you make a perfect pass to your to the other team? Sets them up so perfectly. When is Ter Stegen ever gonna expect that? Like, look at where the ball is at the moment. Ter Stegen is like looking this way. Like, bro, give me a break. Let's go right here, right? Let's look at one more example. Actually, let's go for two more examples, because most of these things have to do with something about like Barcelona making those mistakes. Okay, so we have Ter Stegen having the ball right here. He pet. Okay, you see, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. But still, there needs to be more communication. That's I would say, actually, you know what? I honestly think that was a perfectly placed pass. It's just that Araujo wasn't looking, right? That's a good pass. It's just miscommunication. I don't think that that's a mistake coming from Ter Stegen. It's massive miscommunication, right? Let's go. Let's get out from here and let's look at Mallorca. It's another one. All right, so hurry up. All right, so again, just like what is that? That's horrible defending right here. No, look, this player here, this man right here. Why is it so easy for him to get through Eric Garcia and Ronald Araujo? We didn't see that with Real Madrid playing against Liverpool. They defended very well. Real Madrid defended very well. Not a single like header landed towards Liverpool at all, because Real Madrid were winning everything. So it is doable. They can defend set pieces like this. And look, like why is that so easy? That's horrible defending. It has nothing to do with Ter Stegen. Nothing. Let's do one last one, right? Let's do one more. Okay. We're gonna do Cadiz versus Barcelona, where we lost 1-0. Just to let me give you guys like a just for more clarity. I'm doing this everything live. Like I'm not over here planning this, making sure that every like link that I click on is the perfect example of Barcelona making mistakes in order for me to justify why Ter Stegen is a great goalkeeper. Everything here is super live, right? So we're gonna see here. So you see, like, as a matter of fact, Ter Stegen made that save. Do you see that? What is going on right here? Right? I don't know if this is Gavi or not, or if this is Lenglet, but why? Who's marking this man? Who's marking this guy? Why are these two focused on this player? See, so he makes this save. Look, Ter Stegen makes this save. Great save, by the way, right? He saved Barcelona, but Barcelona want to continue to act dumb. Actually, he made a second save, did he? He made a second save, and then they still fail to defend this player that you see right here. So that it's just ridiculous how Barcelona defend. Look, and you see this player right here. You see this is the guy that ends up scoring. You see how easy it is for him to like just walk in this space to shoot the ball inside. And so that's basically it. Okay, I'm gonna cut it right there. Again, Ter Stegen is a great goalkeeper. He saved Barcelona many times, but the defense failed Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen, Alba, Busquets, they will be starters next season, and they can bring great success to this club. So now we're gonna go to the next question, and we're gonna go back to my face, and I'm gonna look at you guys' questions again. Every question that I am answering, it is on the Discord. So I'm going to be providing a link that take you straight to the Discord group chat. Put your question in there, and then I'm going to select any 5 random ones, and then I'm going to answer them here on YouTube. All right, so should be a lot of fun. Let's do. What do you think? Okay, so now we do have. Let me see. Where? Sorry, refreshed. I'm not. Where did I'm trying to answer you guys' questions, but I can't find the one that okay. So we have Alan_10, right? Shout out to Alan_10 on the Discord group chat. He has asked, what is your opinion on selling Frankie de Jong? Could it be worth getting the 80 million euros? Because that's a lot of money that we're talking about. So, all right, so here's the thing, right? First of all, when it comes to selling Frankie de Jong, I never in my life want to see Barcelona sell Frankie for less than 90 million euros. Less than 90 million euros. It has to be more than 100 million euros for Frankie de Jong because of his contract, because of his age, because of what he provides for this Barcelona team, right? His quality. He has done okay. He has done very solid in this season. So I think that if Barcelona were to sell Frankie, and even though I am not in favor of selling Frankie at all, even if it's for like 1 billion euros. Well, maybe, but even if it's for like 200 million euros, I still don't think so because Frankie is someone that can bring Barcelona Champions League success. But if we end up selling Frankie for at the very least 100 million euros, that would be okay. Right. And then the next question is going to be this. What is Barcelona going to do with 100 million euros? Because the last thing I want to see is for Barcelona to use that 100 million euros to buy like some random player over there in the Spanish league, like Galan or something. And then like some random like 31-year-old center back from Alaves or something. And they think that, oh, he's going to be good because he's Spaniard. That's not going to work out. I don't want to see that. Like if we're going to be receiving at the very least 100 million euros, we need to make that money work because it could go wrong because we have received 230 million euros, 220 million, 222 million euros for Neymar Jr. and we still messed up. we got Griezmann and Felipe Coutinho and we still screwed it over. So even if we think that, oh, okay, Frankie being sold out at 110 million euros, wow, that is a great deal. We're going to be successful. We're going to sign these players and blah, blah, blah. It could still end up very bad. We really need to know exactly what we want to do with those 110, 120 million euros. That is the next question. If we end up selling Frankie, like I'm already seeing, hold on. Yeah, this Okay, for some reason I thought someone said that Frankie was overrated when he is not. Frankie is no Frankie is not overrated. He has just been misused. Okay, those are two very different things. So that's just kind of like my thoughts when it comes to Frankie. Frankie for me is immovable. I don't ever want to see Frankie go anywhere at all. But again, if we sell him, okay, fine, 110, let's do it. But let's make that money work. That's the only thing I want to see. If you were to ask me, right, if we receive 100 million euros, and I think that's a team like Manchester United could actually do that, pull the trigger like that. If that does end up happening, and let's say we receive 110, because I don't want to see 90, I don't want to see 95, not 97, 110. I want to see something like this, right? What can I use? Okay, we'll do this. I want Barcelona to go after Rodri. I think that Rodri is a player that Barcelona have to get. I understand that City might make it very tough to let go of Rodri. I know that Rodri might want to stay at City because of what's being built in this club. But I need Barcelona to attempt to get Rodri. Right, Rodri is Spaniard. He plays with most of the people that we do have in Barcelona, which is Ansu, Pedri, Gavi, Alba, Eric Garcia, Ferran Torres. He knows those players, which is why I do believe he's going to find it very attractive. Now, here's the thing. Rodri's transfer value right now is 77 million euros, according to the transfer market, right? 77 million euros. So if we spend 77 of the 110, which is why I do say it's very important for us to, at the very least, get 100 million euros, we'll still have about 40 million euros, right? For like whatever else we want to do. Rodri will be a great buy. He'll be amazing. He's not like a world class player, like, oh my God, look at this. We got to take a photo with this guy. This guy's a rock star, right? He's not one of those players. He's just a system player, someone who can complete a certain team. So let's just assume that we have another extra 35, 40 million euros to play with after we receive 110 from the sale of Frankie. Another player that I think that Barcelona should go for. Let me actually check something. Okay, so he's 66. I don't think they're gonna do that. Kunde. I really wish that was a bar. He was like 35, 40 million, but whatever. Another player that Barcelona should go for if it doesn't work out with Kunde. How do you spell Koulibaly? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. See, this is a total fail. All right, guys, this is not all like magic, like movie magic, like IMAX or something. This is all super live. This is just what we're doing right now. Let me take this out. Okay, Koulibaly, right? 49. Okay, so that's better. Maybe spend that extra 5 million, 10 million euros from our own pockets to complete the signing of Koulibaly after spending money for Rodri. Bringing in this player here, Koulibaly with Rodri, would be amazing. I would applaud Laporta. I would literally have Laporta posters the next day, and I'll put it right here with Mateo Laman, and I'll be very happy if they can do signings like this. I will be amazed. Koulibaly is someone who's very great on the ball. He is a great partner with Ronald Araujo, because they both provide two different things, and that is what we need in our defensive line, right? One that's very good on the ball, one that's very good like physically, someone who can track back very, very good. So I would like to see something like that. Koulibaly with Ronald Araujo, and then having Rodri in that midfield, in that pivot with players like Pedri and Gavi, or someone like Pablo Torre and Pedri with Rodri. He can play in that position easily. So I would like to see something like that. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna look at you guys' comments because I feel like you guys are gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I want this other player. I want Kimmich or whatever, right?" But this is not FIFA. This is real life. Let's see. Let me see. Where is it? Look, look at Madrid, Marcelo Bell, and Isco out of wage bill. They will be able to bring in more superstars. Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with this. The best position for Frankie is double pivot, left defensive midfielder or right defensive midfielder. Yeah, I mean, like Frankie is very comfortable playing in a position like that. Imagine, right? Imagine we can have a 3-4-3 system, 3-4-3 system, which is what I assume Xavi might want to do. But imagine like that four-man midfield, like the 3-4-3 system. We have Frankie and Rodri. Imagine that. That will be amazing. I think that will be something special. Frankie and Rodri. Okay, so yeah, that's basically my thoughts for Frankie De Jong. For me, he's immovable, but if we do make it work. Okay, when you have that money, make it work. Make the correct signings. Let's go into the last question because we are reaching the 30-minute mark, and I'm only going to be here for about 10 to 15, maybe even less minutes. Let's see. We're gonna go to the last one. Okay, so what do you? Okay, so someone asked. Okay, so I'm just gonna. It's gonna be a little off topic, but someone asked from JH with a Thor image. He has said, as a Barcelona fan, right? As a Barcelona fan, right? Not a Manchester United fan, not a Inter Milan fan, not a Villarreal fan, no other fan, but as a Barcelona fan, what are your thoughts on Real Madrid winning their 14th Champions League title this season? So here's the thing, right? I wasn't planning on talking about this final because I feel like I'm just kind of confused, right? Like I just sometimes I don't understand football. I'm gonna try my hardest to not be biased because I know that sometimes my bias does get in the way. Because I was saying like a bunch of things on Twitter that I know pissed off a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, you're just speaking in blubberish, and you don't represent this fan base, and whatever, right?" But I was basically saying like a bunch of things. Like for example, right here, this is the tweet that I put out. Some people were like, like you're too much. I said, please don't come at me speaking about how Real Madrid outplay Liverpool. Real Madrid don't stand for nothing but fake fouls and sitting back. Learn to play actual football, or Barcelona will continue to spank you 4-0 as long as Xavi Hernandez is in charge. So I said something like that on Twitter. I also said I showed a picture of Benzema winning the Champions League and Messi with Valverde in that semifinal match. I think it's against Manchester United or whoever it may be. But I said both teams played for just the result and relied on just 1 to 2 players. I'm gonna get to what I mean by that in just a second. I also said Benzema and Courtois are the real MVPs. They're the only ones who represent Real Madrid. I also said these aren't toxic tweets. It's just the reality, right? I said that, and then I also said the most undeserved victory in history. So, again, I kind of want to clear the air when it comes to this conversation because, again, like I'm a kind of self-explain myself so you guys can understand where I'm coming from when it comes to these tweets because I know that I don't explain myself well on Twitter, but I just kind of tweet whatever comes to my head first. But yeah, it's just sometimes football is very confusing, right? Because when I saw Real Madrid win, I was pissed off because I just hate the way Real Madrid win their trophies. Like it's just not the correct way, in my opinion, right? You guys may think that Real Madrid play the correct way, that this is the future of football, that this is how football should be played, that football you can win football in different manners. It doesn't have to be beautiful football and blah blah blah, right? Like I understand that. I understand. Like you guys are entitled to your own opinion. You guys could think whatever you guys want. In my opinion, I think that Real Madrid win their trophies in the most dumbest way possible. In my opinion, right? That's just how I view it. You may view it differently. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when I saw that game between Liverpool and Real Madrid, Liverpool were doing everything in their power to put the ball in the back of the net. They were playing beautiful football that I think was very enjoyable to watch, just like how I think Manchester City is a beautiful team to watch, a very entertaining team to watch. But when we look at Real Madrid and how they played against Liverpool, they were playing like they were scared. Like, I'm so sorry to say that, but they were. That's just how they were playing. And they played boring football. And I'm like, is Real Madrid not going to attack? Is Real Madrid not going to send their players and try to compete against Liverpool? Like trying to score goals? Because they were sitting back in the first like 45 minutes. They were not doing anything. And as soon as they received the ball, right? They put a long ball towards Vinicius, and then you already know the rest, right? Vinicius receives the ball, he tries to connect with Benzema, 1-2 pass, and boom, that's it, right? So either ends up as a goal or it doesn't end up as a goal. In my opinion, I don't think that that's just the way that football should be handled. Like you can, again, I respect Real Madrid because of because of how they win and because they want to stand by that, right? That's just what they want to do. They're really good at that. But if any other team, if this was Liverpool, if this was City, if this was Barcelona, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Villarreal, right? We could talk about any team out there in the top 5 European leagues. If any other team try to play like Real Madrid in a freaking semifinal match, in a freaking quarterfinal match, in a final match, they're not gonna win. If they try to replicate what Real Madrid were trying to do and how they won, they're not gonna win. They're not. Only Real Madrid knows how to play like that, and they do it perfectly, which is why they have my respect. But no, there is no other team in Europe that can replicate how Real Madrid do win. Because you know what's so funny? Like this is just actually popped up in my head. You know what team tried to play like Real Madrid a few years ago? It was actually FC Barcelona, and I like Barcelona was that team that did look like they did defend, and they did rely on about 1 to 2 players, because this Real Madrid team, they defended and relied to like around 1 to 3 players, which was Courtois, Vinicius, and Benzema. Everybody else was just there to like play for those 3 players. Barcelona were doing the exact same thing 3 to 4 years ago, and this is what I do mean by if any other team tries to replicate how Real Madrid do play, they're gonna lose. They're not gonna go anywhere. Only Real Madrid know how to do that. But Barcelona tried to attempt this back in 2019. Does this not sound familiar to you guys? How Real Madrid has been playing against these teams? Who did we rely on 3 to 4 years ago with Barcelona? It was Ter Stegen, who was having one hell of a season. Many were praising Ter Stegen because of how much of a great goalkeeper he was and how many times he saved Barcelona, right? Let me take a drink. Who else did we rely on? And you guys know exactly where I'm going to go with this. Did we not rely on Lionel Messi the most, and even Luis Suarez the most, to save us? Does this not sound like Real Madrid today when it comes to Vinicius and Benzema saving Real Madrid, Courtois saving Real Madrid? But look at what happened to Barcelona. We crumbled. It's not sustainable. We can't play like Real Madrid do. It's not the way to play. Many of us were saying this is not the way Barcelona should be going. We need to go back to our tiki-taka style. We need to go back to our possession-based football, play the beautiful way, and blah, blah, blah. We were saying that, right? But when Real Madrid were doing it, we were saying the complete opposite. We're like, this is the only way to win. This is the future of football. Barcelona needs to learn from Real Madrid because of their elite mentality. Bro, Barcelona were doing the exact same thing 3 to 4 years ago, and look where it got them. They lost 4-0 against Liverpool. They lost against Roma like 3-1 or 4-1. They lost against Bayern Munich 8-2 because of what we were doing, because of the route that we were heading towards too. Only Real Madrid knows how to win in this way, and that is basically it. And here's the thing that I haven't even begun, right? This conversation about the point I'm trying to make. Here's the thing that pisses me off the most, and what makes me so worried is the fact that many people believe that this is the way football should be won. I don't think that this is the way. Like, if you are a true football fan, do you think that this is the way every team should be playing? Like how Real Madrid is playing right now. Like just relying on about 1 to 2 players and then playing very deep and just waiting for the team to open some space and just attack those spaces. Boom, boom, boom. 1-2 pass and blah. That's it. Goal. You win. You win the Champions League. You win La Liga. You really think that's going to be the future of football? That's not the way. I don't think that is the way. The way that City play, the way that Liverpool play, the way that Barcelona play. I need kids. These kids who are like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old to look up to teams like that to say, oh, that's a style I want to play in. I see how a style like that can win Champions Leagues and La Ligas. I want to play like that. I want to play like this. Like, that is what we want to see as us fans, is to see attracting teams to play in the correct way, not like how Real Madrid do play. Because if every team looks up right to Real Madrid and how they play, they'll be like, oh, okay, so I guess we don't have to work on our technique, and we don't have to listen to these tactics. We just have to receive the ball, do 1-2, and blah blah blah. You do you think that's going to be healthy for the future of this sport? Is to play like Real Madrid? Like this is like real. Like right now, there are people right now that these kids who are like 9, 10, 11, 12 years old be like, oh, like screw Barcelona, screw Liverpool, and how City do play. Like, ha ha ha, right? Like it's beautiful, but it doesn't get you nowhere. Look how Real Madrid are winning all the titles. They won La Liga, they won the Champions League, and now they're gonna want to replicate something like that. That's not the way. Real Madrid is not a team to look up to. It's just not in terms of like the style. Yes, they win. It's not the correct path in terms of the style, in terms of the attractiveness of football. Even Pep Guardiola couldn't believe it. Like what was going on? They did everything correctly to be going into the final, but they lost. They lost in the very end. He just couldn't believe. If I don't have the answers, and you, if Pep Guardiola was speechless and he didn't have the answers, I'm not going to be having the answers. I can't tell you how the hell Real Madrid do end up winning at the end of the day. But if there was one team, and I'm not being biased, if there was one team that can beat this Real Madrid side, because they have been playing the exact same way for the past 20 years, which is why they're really good at this. The only team that can actually give a whooping towards this Real Madrid side, it is FC Barcelona. It is only FC Barcelona. A Barcelona team that plays correctly in the correct manner. We have seen a peak of that. We have seen a sneak peek of that 3 or 4 months ago, where we won 4-0. We beat Real Madrid 4-0, but how did Real Madrid win the final, right? There's only one team that can beat this Real Madrid side that has been practicing this style of play for the past 20 years. That is a Barcelona team that does play how we should have been playing. We stopped playing like how we should have been playing about 6 years ago, right? But if there was one team, one club that can stop this Real Madrid side, it is Barcelona. It's not Liverpool. It's not City. It is not Inter Milan. It is not Atletico Madrid. It is Barcelona. When they are back into what they should be. The Barcelona of 2017, 18, 19, no, they couldn't. They couldn't beat Real Madrid. I mean, we beat Real Madrid, but I'm talking about in terms of being dominant all over the pitch, beating Real Madrid and also beating all of these other teams. There's only one team, and that's Barcelona. And the moment we see that on screen, the moment we are in that position where we do see Barcelona playing the correct way, how we should be playing, and beating Real Madrid 3-0 again, 4-0 again, then I'm gonna be happy, because now I know that these kids are gonna be looking forward towards a team like Barcelona and saying, okay, that's how you play football. That's how you win the correct way. I want to play like that, and that is what's going to bring that good football into life in a few years, right? And so that's like kind of like my take. That's why I was super frustrated. I was just like, I don't get it, bro. Like when Vinicius scored after like not touching the ball for like 20 minutes, I was like, sad, bro. Super sad. But yeah, that's my take on the whole final. Congratulations towards Real Madrid for winning the final. They can only win in that way, which is okay, because that's the only way that they know. And that's it, right? That was basically the rant of today. There's really nothing more to say. I can't, like, what you're gonna tell me, make a review on how Real Madrid played against Liverpool. I can't give you one. They didn't play. Liverpool played. Have you not seen Mane be so shocked at the bus? He was just like this. He was like sleepy. Like he didn't even want to celebrate. He was just like, I want this to end. I don't feel good. I don't get how we lost. And right. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'm gonna be wrapping it here. That's all I have for today. I'm gonna be uploading this live, and then I'm gonna be separating this into like different sections, so you guys can just pick whatever topic you guys want to listen to over again. And yeah. People have been crazy. Okay, so I'm looking at everybody's comments. All right, yeah. All right, I love all you guys. You guys are awesome. I do want to just check one more thing, because I did meet someone that watched my channel yesterday, and he's like, I'm usually on. Okay, is Fortnite Master here? Is Fortnite Master here? Do you guys see anybody named Fortnite Master? Anybody? Let me see if he's here, so I can just shut him out. Where's he at? Okay, he's not here. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for approaching me yesterday. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in. I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining in the live session. Peace out.